Okay, you're live.
Hi, thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Andrea Peters, and I'm really excited about sharing with you Christmas and how to make money during the holidays. It's a passion of mine to be able to share with people across the country how to be successful in the holiday business. And let me tell you a little bit about my background so you know why I'm going to tell you the things that I tell you. I opened my first store when I was 19 years old, and I've been in retailing my entire life. One thing about retailers that you have to understand is that for most retailers, and you can tell when you walk into a store, for most retailers, they need to have the biggest Christmas ever in order to carry their stores to 6 to 8 months. So they make the most money during holidays to carry their business through the rest of the year. So I've been doing this my entire life, and I'm going to teach you only what I do and what I have found to be really successful. Now I'm going to read you a little line, and I shoot from the hip. So I want it to be real clear so that you know exactly when you're done tonight listening to me, that you know exactly what to do and that you're confident that you're going to have a really good season. So I wrote this and I want to read it to you because I don't want to miss a single word. I want to make sure that you get it. Having a successful Christmas and holiday season is an attitude. It's a mindset. Every time I set out to change my outcome instead of giving up, big things happened. You have to think abundance and you have to do the activity to achieve it. You have to think outside the box and be willing to work hard. In your mind, success has to be a done deal. So tonight we're going to learn how to make money. I'm going to teach you how to save time by keeping it simple. Does that sound good? You think you might like that? Okay, we're going to start with that keeping it simple. You know, you guys, majority of women today have full-time jobs. They have families, they have children, they have the big kid, they have the husband, they have houses, they have laundry, and you're doing Mary Kay also. And now I'm going to ask you to do more. And you're looking at me like, yeah, you're nuts. Well, I am going to ask you to do more because there's only one time a year at all that you can make the money that you make at Christmas time. Whether you have a lot of money or you're on welfare, if you have $5 in your pocket, you can spend it for Christmas. So Christmas is an unbelievable season. It's very exciting, and I want you guys to be successful. So one of the things, I'm going to read this too because I want you to get it. This, by the way, I used to teach in a 3-hour seminar, and we're going to bring it down to roughly an hour. But I think what I'm going to give you is going to be the important things, the things that will make a difference between being successful and not being successful. So I boiled it down to 5 keys to a successful season. One of them is you need to set a goal. And you have to know how much money you want to earn, and you have to have a plan to reach it. Christmas is 7 weeks long. I want you to keep that in mind because when I start throwing out some of these numbers, you're going to have a heart attack, and I don't want you to do that. Okay. The second thing, and these points have come because I've seen girls make mistakes that have cost them their entire season. So the second most important thing is price points that sell, and how many to make in each one. And price points that sell, you know, 20, 50, 10 to 20. We're going to talk all about that. I think that you need to kick off your season early by creating an event. It's got to be exciting. You have to pick that date today. Now, a lot of you are from the cities and some of you are from the country, and you're already going on doing an open housey thingy, doey. But you have to kick off your season. It has to be an event. It has to be exciting. Whether it be an open house, whether it be a gift show, whether it be at a girlfriend's house, whether it be in a restaurant, your season needs to be kicked off with excitement. People have to want to come and see you. The other thing is you have to have that date today. So we're going to talk about that when we get into that. So you have to pick your date today and you have to work towards it. And we'll talk all about that. You want an element of surprise when you do this kickoff, and it has to be exciting and fun. The next thing is we're going to talk about, this is a deal breaker, is how do you get people to you? Paper invitations, what to say on them, Facebook, texting, post calls, reminders, save the dates. We're going to cover all of that. It's just not one of them. You just can't text everybody and think you're going to have a successful season. It's all the layering of all those things, and I'm going to talk about each one of them. And then the last one, and this one gets tricky, but it's the most important part. I just got done saying how busy you are. You're working full-time jobs, you're coming home, you're making dinner, and you're bathing kids, you're doing homework, you go to bed, and Saturday you're just like, it's Saturday, you've got to do laundry, you're going to go grocery shopping, and you don't have a lot of hours. You don't have a lot of time, but neither does your customer. So you can't have an open house for 2 hours and expect that to be your season. So we're going to talk about accessible shopping hours because it's getting to the point where it's 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 a deal breaker. You have to be open enough, and we're going to talk about creative ways to do that in order for your customer to be able to get to you to shop. So we're going to start with the first one. You ready? So that's what we're going to cover. So now we're going to talk about the very first thing, and I've taught this for years, and this is the beginning of the end. This is the beginning. This is the most important part. If you don't do what I'm saying right now, you won't have Christmas at all. So the first thing you have to do is you have to set a goal and you have to create a plan to reach it. Now, when I say that, I tell my people, how much money do you want to earn? I mean, how much money do you want to make? If you're brand new and you've been in Mary Kay for 3 hours, the least amount of money I'll let you want to earn is $2,000 so that you put 1,000 in your pocket. Okay. So you have to sell 2,000, put 1,000 in your pocket. We're not doing 60-40 splits and all that stuff. I'm just trying to keep it simple so you understand. If you're a seasoned consultant and you've been in a while, the least amount I want you to shoot for is 4,000. 4,000, you put 2,000 in your pocket. Okay. If you have been around a while, maybe you play around, you do 3, you do 4, you do 5. I want you guys to be shooting for a $10,000 Christmas and you have $5,000 in your pocket. Now, when you say those numbers, you can get pretty excited about having $5,000 at the end of the season. Now, I will tell you that I have a very bad habit, and that habit is my goal. And my habit is I'm an athlete, and I snow ski all winter, and I water ski and have a boat and a cottage in the summertime. And that habit cost me, the minimum it cost me is $5,000. So I can't ever, 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 ever have less than a $10,000 Christmas. My Christmases for Mary Kay run 15 grand, usually, sometimes more, very seldom less. And I have the money that I need to do the things that I want to do. So now it's in stone. That there is no, none of this. I don't say, well, whatever happens, happens. No, no. I have to hit that figure. And so I'm going to do what it takes to hit it, because I'm not, people will say to me, well, you could just ski less. No, 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 I'm not skiing less. So because it's so passionate for me, and that's it, we're going to talk about when you pick that number, why it has to be passionate. Because it's so passionate for me, I will work and do whatever it takes to hit that number. Now, you can't, I'm giving you permission, you cannot say that you want to have a $4,000 Christmas to make $2,000 because you want to pay off your bills. That's not any good, because you can do it now. And we don't, because it's not exciting. I mean, I'm asking you to work more than you've ever worked. So it has to be exciting. My passion is water skiing and snow skiing and being with my family. That is why I work. I work for that in my house. Other than that, I don't need to work. I don't need money for anything but those things. So that's why I'm passionate about it. So how would you feel if you wrapped up Disney for underneath your Christmas tree this year? And I don't mean talk about it, because I did that. I never took my kids to Disney, because all I did was talk about it. I never did it. I've been a single parent since they've been 4 and 7, and I never took them to Disney. But you have to find out how much it costs, and you have to know when a plane leaves. You have to know when you're going to leave and what you're going to do and when it's going to be booked. It has to be in stone for you, because then you'll work to make it happen. I mean, how would you like to have a credit card free Christmas, to have every Christmas gift paid for and not have one bill in January? That's pretty exciting. Then you need to sit down and figure out how much money you need to have that happen. Okay. So that's the first thing you do. Now, let me tell you why. Because if I want to earn $15,000 and you want to earn $1,000, the activity level is different. I can't do one open house and hit my goal. I have to do lots of open houses. I have to do gift shows. I have to contact businesses. I have to do a lot in order to hit $15,000. The girl that has to have 1,000, her activity level is different. So you have to know what that number is, so you know what you're shooting for, and how much work you have to do. How much inventory do you have to have? I can't have 3 hand creams on my shelf if I think I'm going to hit 15,000, right? So I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into that. Now, the next thing you have to do is you have to pick an open house date. Now, I'm using the word open house, and I think it's really important. I have an open house every year. It's the same date every year. It's the first week in November, every single year. This is funny. It's been that for so long that I have people don't even look at the invitation. They think it's first week in November. Well, last year, the first week in November, I should say the first full week in November, because I had people coming to my door on that Saturday, the first Saturday in November, and we weren't open yet. That's how trained I have them. So that's half of my advertising, because they're trained. For 20 years, they come the first week in November. The reason why I do the first week in November is because I want the entire season. November 1st starts the holiday season. So it goes from November 1st to December 25th. I want every single minute, day, hour to hit my goal, to be successful. Because when it's over, when December 25th hits, you're back down to $1.99. You're back down to a $200 week. During Christmas, you can have a $2,000 or $3,000 week. So, I mean, it's over December 25th. So you got to rock it out, baby, while you can. So, I forgot what I was going to say. Isn't that wonderful when you're doing this? So I want the whole holiday season. If you don't pick your date tonight before you go to bed, when you're going to do an open house, you'll never do it. And I've known that for being in this business for so many years. A girl will say, well, I think I'm going to do mine like the week after yours. I'm going to do mine the week after yours. And then the week after comes, well, I was thinking it'd probably be better for me to do it at Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm going to do mine at Thanksgiving. That comes. Well, the first of the year, people really don't shop until December. So I think I'm going to do mine in December. And, you blink and it's over. So unless you have your date now, you're not going to hold one. And you're not going to do Christmas. I told you I was going to tell you the way it is. Now, the other thing is we know we're busy. So I don't have to think about it. My family knows, my entire family, my children who are all grown, my grandchildren, they all know that this is Christmas for me. They know this is when mom works the most. They've been doing it their entire lives. They just know that. And they reap the benefits of it. They've always reaped the benefits of it. So the less pressure you're taking off yourself, the more pressure you're taking off yourself, because I have to November 1st. I know what day I have to get started. I knew that last year. My Christmas planning starts the day after Christmas. So the day after one Christmas, I'm doing a synopsis of what worked and what didn't work. And I have a year to plan. When I see something that I think is going to be good for me, I pick it up. I've already been working on Christmas. As you can see behind me, we're full bore into Christmas right now. So you're spreading how much work you're doing over a longer period of time, so it's less stressful. Okay, that's enough about that. So you want to plan early. You really, really do. The earlier you plan, the easier your life will be. And you won't be doing any crunch time. You will just love me for that. I'm going to talk about price points at sales, and I know all of you guys want to see the goodies that I have behind me. But before we do that, I said we need to kick off your season with an event. Let's talk about open houses and that a little bit. One of the things that's happening, and I'm seeing it as being a major problem, is you want to have an open house, or you want to have a gift party, you want to have a kickoff in a restaurant, whatever, and you do all this stuff to make it. You want to make all this fun things. You want to make these things. Let me find you something. You want to make these. Where's this? Whoops. Excuse me. You want to make this stuff. And you're in that. We're going to talk all about this little guy. We're going to talk all about that little guy. So you're in the basement making all this stuff, and you don't do the important things. And the important things is getting people there. The number one problem that consultants have and directors have across the country, no matter where I go, is getting people there. So when you plan that event, you need to spend less time making stuff and more time getting people there. The other problem that we're having is that you're not getting enough people there. You don't invite, we're going to talk about this, you don't invite just your Mary Kay customers. You invite everybody you know. My Mary Kay list has about 250 people on it. My list, now my open house is named, my holiday season is named, it's called Christmas in the Woods. I live in a very rural, very small community that has cows. Real low on the people and real high on the cows. So, I have to really work to get people here. And I started with my Mary Kay customers, and they brought their friends that wanted to be on my Christmas in the Woods mailing list. My Christmas in the Woods mailing list is over 600. So combined, I have about 900 people now that I invite to Christmas in the Woods. And it started with just my Mary Kay customers. It's okay. You don't have to sell Mary Kay to Mary Kay people. You want to sell Mary Kay to everybody. So your goal is to start with your list and start expanding it. We're going to talk about that right now. So what's happened is you have that glove, and I've had it for 25 years, and I have consultants that say, well, you know what, all I have is hand cream and those gloves, and my customers have seen it already. Well, so have mine. And they come to buy it every year because it's their favorite gift that they give, blah, blah, blah. But the problem is, and why I'm successful, is I have new people every year. And I'm seeing this across the country. As you do less faces and you do less parties, you're bringing less people to the table. So you don't have enough new people to sell to. That is a huge problem across the country with directors and consultants alike. So our goal is to increase that mailing list and who we're going to send invitations to and who we're going to get there. Then it doesn't matter if you have your gloves and hand cream again, because you're going to have lots of new people to see it. Your number one job in the month of September and the month of October is to put makeup on as many people as you can, because those new people are going to make your season. They are. They're going to make your season. They've never seen any of this. So they're going to be so stinking excited and they're not going to know what to do with themselves when they see, a wonderful event by you. So I believe that you need to create an event. I believe you should do an open house. I know that it's prohibitive in lots of places where you live in cities and whatever. But you need to have a date that you're starting. So now my open house, I'm gonna base it off of an open house, and then you're going to take it from there. So if it doesn't apply to you, the theory does. Creating an event. Now, what are we calling them? We're calling them experiences. Create an experience that they can't miss, that they don't want to miss, that they come the wrong week because they don't want to miss it. I put hundreds of people through my house that week. I really do. So it sets your season in motion. Then after that week, I have a whole season to sell what's sold. So what with my hot sellers, I make more and I sell more. And I make more and I sell more and I make more and I sell more. So it gives me the whole season to sell. If you wait to the middle of the month or you're waiting until December, you lost 30 days to sell that product. So now you're hurting yourself. You get that? I think you get that. So you just have to really work on it. I'm going to just go look at this a second. Like I said, your intent's good, but the season just gets away from you. It's amazing. You go to bed and you wake up and summer's over. Like, how did that happen? I mean, really, how did that happen? So my goal is to capitalize on all 7 weeks. My customers are already marking their calendars. I have people calling me, how about this one? I have people calling me, can I add my girlfriend to your mailing list? Wouldn't you just love that? So that's what we're going to do. It has to be special. Your open house has to be over the top. You can do it like, as a card table with a couple of things on it. But if you do it the way I do it, people are going to bring people to see what you do. And that's what you want. So let me tell you a little bit about an open house. I'm going to tell you a little story, and I think this will help you out a lot. I got to watch my time because I want to have a lot of time for this good stuff. I used to have an open house. I used to send 200 invitations. 6 people would come. I would eat all the cookies, and I would sell about $600. That is not a lie. And I did that for 15 years. For 15 years, I sent 200 invitations. 6 people would come. They would buy $600 and eat all the cookies. So one year I said to the girls to help me make all my stuff, I said, we're changing everything. We're not doing anything the same. And this is what we did that we changed. And I want you to hear the outcome. Back then, we didn't have texting and we didn't have post calls. We had a telephone. So what I did is I had one of the girls that works for me call all my customers. She called 200 people. And she said, hi, this is Mary. I'm calling for Andrea to tell you that her open house is tomorrow and Saturday. And she is so excited. She can't wait to see you. She's got great gifts. We're open from 10 to 5 tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing you. Bye. Something to that effect. And she called 200 people. The other thing that we changed was our invitation. So I'm going to talk about this before we get into the goodie part. And this was my invitation. This is the number one thing that you guys do wrong. Number one thing. This was my invitation. I'm going to get real close. Can you see that? No, I have to get far away. This was typed on a typewriter. We didn't have computers. So you can figure out how old I am, okay? This is what it said. Holiday open house. You are cordially invited to a warm and charming country Christmas. That was the trend then. I don't know country because I'm not. But it was the trend. So I was going with the theme that people wanted. Okay. Sunday, October 16th, 1 to 6. And my address was on there. Now listen to this. A beautiful selection of holiday gifts with a touch of country charm. But first of all, when you're doing faces and you're doing parties, they don't even know you have gifts. So when you say a beautiful selection of holiday gifts, they go, I don't need anything. I already bought lipstick. I just got my reorder. They don't even know you have gifts. You never showed them any. They don't even, as a whole, they have no idea you have anything, okay? Enjoy a relaxing home shopping experience. 10% off as a special gift for shopping early. Also, lay away now, pay later. I love this part. This is my favorite line. Bring a friend if you like. If you like, you can bring a friend. Bring a friend if you like. My telephone number and my name. That year, we changed it to a book. Now, everybody keeps calling me, could you please send me your invitation? No, I'm not going to send you my invitation because it doesn't apply to you. But I sent a book. This wasn't it, but I sent a book. And we did this. See, had a store, and I was used to my ads. The fewer words in my ads, the better it was. When you use invitations that the company has had in the past, it says you are invited to a Christmas open house. For what? They don't even know what it is. They don't know what you're selling. They don't know what it is. They think you have lipstick. They're not coming. So I did a book and had pages in it. Okay. I did a book and I sent out that invitation. So now this is what happened. 60 people came and I had a $4,000 open house. Now let me tell you the two things that changed. I went from this invitation to this invitation and I called everybody. All the Martha Stewart stuff that I made in the basement was the same, but I got people there. And so I had a $4,000 Christmas. Okay. That's why your invitation and calling people. Now, today, you still need to send a paper invitation because when you just text them or you do a Facebook, they delete it. They can delete it. Then they have to hunt for it. And then they didn't, then it's nah. This is on a refrigerator. I can walk into anybody's home and my invitation's on a refrigerator. Now, I do a little discount for my open house in here. And if they forget they have to bring their invitation. If they forget it, they go to their husbands. Let me call my husband. Joe, go to the refrigerator. On there, you're going to see an invitation, and there's a colored star. So that's how I know they're on the refrigerators. Okay, now, this is the difference in the invitation. And it actually is on peterspackaging.com. The things that you're going to see today, the packaging that I'm going to show you, that is very simple to make. Anybody can make it. I don't think it's fair that if you're not a crafty person that you can't do Christmas. I have people tell me they can't do Christmas because they can't make a bow. But that's not fair. Everybody can do Christmas. These packages that I'm showing you are very simple to make. They're very elegant. They go with the company that we represent. And they're as classy as Mary Kay is. And that's what you want to go for. So invitation has to tell you, they have to say who you are, when it is, what you're selling, and who you're selling to. So here's an example of one, and it is on Peter's Packaging. And go to how-tos. Experience the spirit of giving. Bring a friend and enjoy a relaxing shopping experience at my home. And it has my name, my address, my telephone number, and my hours. November 4th and 5th, Thursday and Friday evening, 6 to 9. Saturday, November 6th, 10 to 5, and Sunday, November 7th, 12 to 5. That's what you call extended hours. One day is not going to do it today. Now, I know you guys are working, so maybe you do a Friday night and a Saturday, or maybe you do a Saturday and Sunday, whatever works best for your family. But you can't do a one day and think that you're going to hit everybody, because you just can't. Okay? And then listen to this. Pamper. Give someone or yourself, the spa experience, melt away stress. Believe in Wonder bath collections. That was some of the products that we've had in the past. These joyous scents allow anytime escape. Shower gels, lotions, and fragrant mists. It's easy to take it all away with you in your free collection bag when you purchase 2 products. I gave them the bag when I purchased 2 products. Okay. Functional and stylish. Warm fashion gloves and scarves with hand cream and lotions. Cozy slippers with comforting foot cream. Our favorite satin hand set. And the ultimate lip saver for the entire family. Who? Entire family. What am I selling? I just told you. Okay. Glamour Girl. Eyes only. It was an eye only brush set in a beautiful metallic case. Shadows, mascara, lips, and more. She'll feel gorgeous. Do Good, Feel Good. Adopt a Grandparent Program. So many of our seniors have no one during the holidays. For $12, you'll be sponsoring someone in a local nursing home with a gift of hand cream and a holiday ornament. That's something I always put in my invitation because it's something that my unit does. Giving is beautiful. find special gifts, whether it's girly, sweet, manly, or simple, for your family, friends, co-workers, teachers, and everyone on your list. Many surprisingly priced under $20. It's right here. Okay. This is if you want to do a piece of paper that you fold up. You can do the whole thing in a book. You can put it on a postcard. Doesn't matter. A big postcard. Okay. Now, this is really important. If you're not getting people there, you need to do this. I do this. I've been doing it for 25 years. It's the most successful thing I've ever done. And it's what changes the amount of people get to their open houses. I'm sure that's not good English, but you get it. Okay. And it says this. Let me show it to you in here. It's right here. I don't know. Can't see. Yeah, you can. And you stick a sticker on there. Stick a star sticker on there. Okay, listen to this. It says, bring this invitation for your discount. This star will entitle you to 10 to 25% off everything during a holiday open house. And what you do is you get little regular stars, gold, silver. So maybe gold is 10% off. Silver is 15% off. Red is 20% off. And blue is 25% off. If you're sending 100 invitations, you're going to have 85, 10% off. You're going to have, 15% off. You're going to have 25% off, that kind of thing. It's not 50, 50, 50, 50. And they have to, when they're done shopping and they come to the checkout, they bring their invitation, and that's the discount they get for that day only. I don't give discounts. I don't give discounts to the holidays. I don't give them discounts on the product, and I'll share all that with you in a minute. So if they bring a girlfriend, I have a pile of these. They get to pick. They get to pick their discount, or you can have them use the same one as their guest that brought them. Now, a lot of you will start rolling your eyes and say, I can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to show you how that you can do that. And I'm going to tell you what, do you want to have 10 people there? You want to have 6 people there? Or you want to have 60 people there? So give it up and don't be afraid to that day. The people that get 25% off are the ones that buy mascara. I am not joking. It happens every single time. Okay, so now let's go. That is my open house. Now, my hours, let me tell you what I've done. My hours are extended because I knew the more hours I had, the more money I was going to make, the more people I could put through my open house. I'm open Tuesday through Sunday that week. So I'm open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 to 7, Saturday, 10 to 5, and Sunday, 12 to 5. So 10 to 7, 10 to 5 on Saturday, and 12 to 5 on Sunday. My weakest day is Saturday. That's my slowest day, my weakest day. My strongest day is Thursday. I don't know why, but it is. Now, what I've done since then, that's all I did. And then I would do gift shows, and I would, bring people in and, bring product to people. But I have a Frank Lloyd Wright house that people want to come and see, and they want in the house. I have a greenhouse attached to my house. It's a really special situation. That's why people want to come here. One of the reasons why people want to come here. It's over the top. It's decorated to the hilt. I sell other things besides Mary Kay, and it's just an experience. They come and they stay the whole day. We have food they get to taste because we sell some food. I mean, and it's just wonderful. They sit outside, they do their dishes, and they shop. They bring their friends and they shop. So what we did is I'm open every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday until Christmas. Many of my girls have started doing that. They're open Friday night and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday to Christmas. I don't work on Sunday. I don't even get out of bed till noon. I watch sappy movies. The Hallmark Channel, I watch the sappy movies until noon. Before I can't even move on Sunday. So I don't work on Sunday. But you know what? At the end of the season, I have this big pile of money. So it's worth it. And I love it. Okay, so let's talk about price points to sell. So you want to create whatever it is for you. Let me tell you about one more girl. What time is it? Oops, 7:30. Let me tell you about another girl in my unit. I have a girl in my unit. She's the #1 girl in my unit. She was number 5 in our seminar a few years ago. She sold over $50-some thousand, close to $60,000 she sold. And she was raised Amish. She doesn't sell to her family and friends because they're Amish. So she has built her business, one face at a time. But, I said, what is it that you have or that you do that's really fun, that's a part of you? She sells Amish peanut butter, and she sells cookies during her open house. Um, she sells something else. I can't remember what it is. Something that's Amish. Well, her bread. She makes bread that you put the Amish peanut butter on. It's to die for. And so it's just an experience. They come there, they get to eat the Amish peanut butter and the homemade bread and her cookies, and they love it. And her open houses are $4,000. And she lives where there is no people, none, zero people where she lives. Very, very, very rural. But she created a niche for herself. So if you've got something that you do, if you make wreaths or you have jewelry or whatever it is that you do, that's you. If you're an Italian, whatever. I don't get too carried away with food. They really don't want food so much. I mean, food is what is exciting for her. But, I put out cookies and, have a couple of dips and they love it. Coffee and make wassail. They love it. They just love it. They just walk around and enjoy their girlfriends. Okay, so let's get into the nitty gritty that's behind me. The next thing so here's the things that are the biggest mistakes. One, your invitation doesn't say what you're selling and who you're selling it to. And many of you aren't even sending them. You're only doing Facebook invitations or texting. Those are backups. I do a post call, so people will get phone calls from me. I record it, hit a button, and all 900 people get my message at the same time. I do that the whole season. I also do save the dates. Our first save the dates have gone out now. So they know exactly when the dates are. So we just save the dates to people. Then I use Facebook to remind them, and I don't text because I have too many to sit there and text. So I don't text them, but post calls works for me. Facebook works for me. The original invitation works for me. My hours through the rest of the season, I don't tell them that I even have that until the open house. So when they come to the open house, in their bag, I put my extended hours. So if you're going to be open maybe one other weekend, or maybe you're going to be open, Saturdays till Christmas or whatever you decide, that's strictly up to you. Wednesday nights, whatever it is for you. Then I put that schedule goes in everybody's bags. Okay. So now let's talk about what you're going to sell. I know that you can be we can be disappointed because we don't have anything new and exciting, so to speak, to sell for Christmas. But it doesn't matter because we're working within price points anyhow, and we do have some really wonderful things. So we all know that we have the satin, we have the new hand cream, which is wonderful, and it's going to sell out fast. And when I'm done, you're going to see that you're going to need between 20 and 50 of these. Everybody, even if you're brand new, you're going to need between 20 and 50 of these. The number one selling thing across the country in all the years I've been doing this is this. Where did it go? Is this. Now, this is the way I sell a hand cream with a glove on it. Peter's Packaging has gloves. They have 3 or 4 different gloves. Going to Walmart nowadays, gloves are $6 and $7. Very difficult to find a glove of $5. I don't sell stretchy gloves, the $50 to 50-cent stretchy gloves, the dollar stretchy gloves, the dollar store gloves, because they're not nice enough. And this gift here is the number one gift by all consultants and directors across the country. I'll say, well, what was your number one gift? It's this. It's not a gas glove, the little message on it, but I'm not going to take off my gloves and then put glass gloves on and then stick them in my glove department. I'm not going to do that. And I can't give that to someone at the bank. What I'm going to show you here is not that you're going to sell 5 of them. It's that you're going to sell 200 of them or 100 of them or 50 of them or 30 of them. I want you to sell quantity. So we have this particular glove. Peter's Packaging does. It is a fleece glove, a real fine dress glove. Fine dress glove. They come assorted, and they're $5.50. We have a button glove, which is $4.50. Cute, comes in all different colors. It's for a younger customer. This glove is for me. This glove is for a younger customer. We have this glove, which I will wear when it gets cold. And it gets real cold where I live. Real cold. $4.50. I can't wear this glove when it's snowing. I can't wear this when it's snowing. I can wear it when it's cold, but I can't wear it when it's snowing. This is a glove I wear when it's snowing. Okay. So this is on what we call a basic envelope box. I put the gloves on the outside. They buy it by the bow. And there's a video on there showing you how to make this bow. It's so simple that you're not going to even believe it. And then the hand cream is inside it. And we wrap it. I had a consultant, she was a director actually, that sold, this was all she sold for Christmas. It was $15,000 worth of gloves on a box with a hand cream in it. So if what I'm going to show you overwhelms you, this is the only thing you need to sell. Now, you need to double everything. So you're going to double your hand cream. So that's $12. The glove is $5. So that's $10. The box is at about 75 cents. So we're going to say that this is about $22, $23. But let's talk about price points to sell. And then we're going to go on from here. Price points that sell are this. When I say to girls, if you're going to buy a gift for your sister or your mother or sister-in-law or a family member, how much do you spend? Across the country, the average price is $25. So $25 to $35, but mostly $25 to $30. How many of those do you have to buy? Usually it's just one or two. Moms are 50. Sometimes it can be 100, but their average is about $50. Kids is 2,000 per kid. That's about average per kid. And me being grandma, I get $50, but the kids get 2,000. And then men are going to spend, they'll spend 50, they'll spend 100, they'll spend, more than that. But those are the price points that you have. 75 occasionally. Now, how many do you need at 25? We already said you maybe only need 2 or 3. Or at 30, 2 or 3, maybe 4. Then the other big category is everybody that we buy for, and women buy for a ton of people. And it's for teachers, gift exchanges, a coworker. That price point, bus drivers, employees, that price point can go between, it's between $10 and $20. For real, between $10 and $20. And if a person would spend 10, would you spend 12? And everybody tells me, yes, they would. If they liked it, they would spend 12. So I don't have anything for 10. And I really don't. And you cannot sell samples. So you cannot sell samples. It says not for resale right on them. You cannot sell baby satin handsets. Don't do that. You want to just sell regular price products. So we know that our price point, and how many do we need or how many do they buy? They might buy 10 or 15 gifts in that category. So I've had girls that have had open houses and their gifts were $25, $50, $75 and they didn't sell anything. Well, they only needed one. They needed tons of these. They needed tons of these. Grandma buys 3 of them, one for each one of her kids, each one of her granddaughters. She buys 3. And she wants them in different colors. So don't worry about the fact that they're assorted, because she's going to buy the blue ones for Mary and the gray ones for Sam or for Sarah and whatever. So, that's just how it works. So those price points are so important. I sell my gloves, not this one. This glove here, I sell for $22 because it's a dress glove and it's a better glove. These gloves, let me find you one. I know I have one made up here. Okay. This is the little button glove, and I just think because of the little leather buttons on it, I put it on a craft box. This box is called a basic colored box. It's a little different size, and it's made different. These are all custom made boxes. So I put it on here. Now all of these gloves and the other gloves, the sparkle glove, it's called a Lorex sparkle glove. I make them all 19. I make them all 19 because that's the best price point. They'll buy 5 of these. And you know what they do? They buy one for themselves. They buy themselves one. They do. The next number 2 thing that I sell across the country, let me find it. It's here somewhere. Where did it go? Here it is. Are slippers. Fuzzy slippers. You can buy fuzzy slippers for $1 to $2. I get most of mine at Big Lots. And inside here goes, where did it go? Leg Energizer. Sell tons of leg energizers. It's $11. So this is $11. The socks cost you, just say they cost you 2. They're $4. I double it, just $4. This is a tall. This is what we call a tall envelope box. This is a colored tall envelope box because I need it long in order to accommodate the short, to accommodate the socks. Polka dots are in, big time in. And so it works with all this stuff. Number 2 thing, across the country, period. Now these, I make them 16. I can make all the money on this. I can pick up the money for this, to double the glove, and pay for the box. Because I'm losing a little bit here, I can make a little extra here. It kind of balances itself out. So this is number 2 across the country. If everything I show you blows your mind, then just make tons of these and show them to everybody, everywhere you go. I have a girl in my unit that is very successful during the holidays. She usually does about $4,000, and her open houses are zip city. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. She does everything I tell her to, and she has a terrible time getting people there. She has a handicapped child, and I don't know if they are afraid to bother her, but she carries a basket everywhere. She does the open house every year. So if she gets 2 or 3 people there, that's okay. She's kicked off for the season. She has everything made. Her house is spectacular. It's beautiful. I mean, she's a warm and fuzzy person, and her stuff is fun. It's wonderful. And she carries a basket around because her daughter has doctor's appointments and special schools and all that. And everywhere, did you bring a basket? Did you bring a basket? Because they all need gifts. And these are I need a teacher's gift for tonight. Did you bring a basket today? So she sells $4,000 out of a basket, because that's her lifestyle and that's what works for her. So let me tell you some other things. Now, so we have this to sell for Christmas. We have a satin hand set to sell for Christmas. And now, satin hand sets are interesting because they're $35. You don't sell as many of those as you sell these, because I told you, you don't need as many at that price point. So what happens with satin hand sets is that I'm finding that even when I talk to directors, the average director might sell 25 satin hands. Whoops. Don't try. It's going to get fiasco around here in about 2 minutes. We're going to be throwing stuff everywhere. Don't try to decorate this, because what's you going to do with it? It's at least this bag is cute. The other one was not so cute. This is a large envelope box. See? Large envelope box. Put a bow on it. You ready for this? Are you ready for this? There you go. A satin hand set. Now, I sell it 2 ways. They can buy it. This box is $1.50. So they could buy it. They could buy it for $36, or they could buy it wrapped for $38 or whatever. I charge them $39. And what would you do? You're going to take it this way, out the door for a few dollars more, or you're going to go home and wrap it yourself. That's up to you. And you can put it in a gift bag or whatever, but they buy them all day long wrapped. They don't want to even think about wrapping anything. They're as stressed as you are. This box also fits a shirt. And so you can like put your stuff in it for your family. Also fits a shirt. Okay. So now what else do we have to sell for Mary Kay for the season? We have a mascara. I don't try to package this. You know, this, I have all my glamour out at my open house. This one will have a special signage on it saying that the money goes, you know, for charity across the, you know, around the world, all that kind of stuff. But I don't try to decorate it. I don't turn it into a reindeer. I don't have time. I don't have time to do that. And everything you saw so far is really, really simple and very not time consuming. So I'll sell a lot of these, but I'm going to sell them just because they're out and the signage tells that there's something special. So now let's talk about the other things we already have. Fragrances, I personally don't do well with fragrances. I might sell 2 or 3. So it's not important. I don't make this a big part of my inventory because I'm not turning them. And I want to buy inventory that turns. Well, I'm going to show you more things with hand cream. So now we have other things that we have from Mary Kay. I sell tons of hydrating lotion. Tons of hydrating lotion. It's priced right. It's a generic product. It smells good. It's for everybody. And I put this in a lot of products. Now we have the new Shea, and this is up to you. If you're doing well with the Shea, then you can use the Shea. I have not sold it as well as I sell this. So it's up to you where you want to use this or how you want to use it. And I'm going to show you some places that you can put it. So we have these products. These are wonderful products. The butters, I bought 1 million. because I love those butters and they sell like crazy for me. So I buy when the company comes out with it. So I have the butters. But if you don't have any, if you're brand new, you're going to buy this stuff. This is the stuff you're going to sell. Now, I do not traditionally sell eye makeup remover as a gift. And I just don't. I have them out and I sell them because here's the big thing. When they come to my open house, they might buy 2 gifts and spend $100 on themselves. And they're buying all their glamour and all that kind of stuff. But they're not buying gifts. If you're open, if your store is open, they will come back and they will call you and they will say, they will come back to buy gifts when they're ready to buy gifts. They're not ready in November 1st to buy all the Christmas gifts. That's why you have to let them have the season. And they'll come and they'll call me and say, I need 5 of those gloves. You got those gloves? I need 5 of them. Or they'll come back and they'll say, you know what? I think I'm going to get my girlfriend this. Now, one of the girls in my unit took the oil-free eye makeup remover and she took, can you see that? Whoops, I got to go over here. Can you see that? She just took, now this is, I made this like on the fly. So it's down over, can't open it, but she covers the lid because the lid is really up there somewhere. She covers the lid with these and then she takes the box and she puts it in a bag and puts a bow on it. And she had them out all summer and sold them. And when people reordered, they were bringing their regular one back and wanting one of these. And actually a lady could just take the lid off when she's ready to do another one and they love them. So I think this is going to be a really good gift. A really good gift. Okay, so now let me talk to you about what's behind me. And before I'm going to do that, I'm going to explain this. I was told that I need to do this. So Peter's Packaging has boxes, and I'm going to show you all the stuff in the back. We have what they call a tiny box, and it fits a lip balm in it or gift card. We have and these are the basic ones. Have an envelope box. This is a basic envelope box. We have a tall box, and we have a large box. These are basics. Then we have colored boxes. Colored boxes don't come in tiny. The hand cream one is just a little bit bigger. These are all custom made. That's a tall, and we have a large. And this is a little bit smaller than the gold one. And then the famous part, the best part, is we have word boxes. We have the gorgeous box tall. We have a large. Whoops. You have a large. And this year we came out with the envelope box. So this is called the colored word box. This is our new pattern. I can't wait to show you. Hey girl, and it's so stinking cute. I can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. That's large. And these are colored colored envelope boxes. These are word tall envelope boxes. Sparkle black, sparkle white, and wonder. Okay, so now let me show you what's behind me, and let me show you all the gifts that you've been waiting for. So before I get into that, these are Liptinis. I have sold tons of Liptinis. I sell them all year long. And this bag is what we call a tall mug bag. You cannot buy these in Packetans or a craft store. No one has them big enough. It comes from the floral industry. And this is a puff bow. And all of this stuff comes from, and this little, I don't know if you can see it, this little pretty little ribbon, that comes from my girlfriend's house. And I put sparkles inside there. Can you see that? You kind of. And I take the lip balm out of the box and I put it in there. And this is how I sell it. I do the bottom up. $12. The glass is $1. You double it. Now, martini glasses are kind of hard to find, but we have found them in secondhand stores because no one ever used them. They're brand new. So sometimes you can find them that way. Sometimes you can find them in dollar stores. And then when I have an open house, you have to price everything. You have to. And see this tiny little sticker? That has a price on it. I put it on the edge so that it can be taken off. But if you don't mark it, they're not buying it. Let me tell you that right now. They're not buying it. They're not buying it. And you want to make things look pretty. It's got to be an experience. They want to come there. They want an experience. Okay, let me see. You ready? Here we go. I used to say that we were used to do a lot of mugs, and then mugs stopped selling. Well, travel mugs became the thing because we live in our cars and we do travel mugs all the time. And they're wonderful. And I make up tons of travel mugs. And I'm one of the people that have started on a Starbucks. You know, you can buy the throwaway car. This is another example. The throwaway the plastic cups from Starbucks. Do not buy Starbucks gift cards to put in them. I've had girls put Starbucks gift cards in a Starbucks mug, and then they put a sample size hand cream in it. You made no money, zero money. The Starbucks mug, you put your hand cream in it, and that mug is refillable when I go back to Starbucks. You don't buy a gift card from Starbucks. You're selling your hand cream, and that works in the cities. And I did well, but we do have a Starbucks, but we didn't. Mugs are big, and the better the words are on it, the better they sell. This is a gold polka dot one that came from Walmart, and this mug sells for like $19.50. Was $5, so it's 10, and the hand cream is 12. I cannot get 20 bucks out of this. I mean, more than $20 out of it. Cannot. So I'm not making as much money on my mug, but I'm making profit on it, and I'm making profit on my hand cream. But I'm not making as much profit on the mug. But any fun mug that says fun stuff is still big. Men's. Here's a men's mug. That's from the dollar store. It says Miriam Bright. Has a shave cream in it. But I want you to see how these are all finished. Do yours look like this? You got to put bows on them. You've got to make them look snazzy-roo. And if you're not good at it, get your sister to do it, or your mom who's good at it. Men, their little red truck is huge. Was huge last year. We don't have a lot of men's products. We just have basics products, so shave cream and men's moisturizers or whatever product you may have from a previous season. This is the little red truck ornament. I sold a ton of these last year. This is a tall, it's a colored tall envelope box, and I just had them put product in it, and they loved them. So this was good. And this year we have little red truck bags and tissue paper. This is your centerpiece. You could put products in it. You could put a dot bag in it. You could have a whole collection in it. Men don't want baskets. They don't want any of that stuff. They like the product, so you can give them the product and just put it in a bag. But look at this. It's fun. It's got lots going on. Okay, so this was a game changer. When we came up with the word boxes, it was an absolute game changer. Where is it? My gorgeous box. So gorgeous, and this gorgeous collection have been so cool. You don't have to do anything. You can put any product you want in it. It'll hold 2 pieces of product. If you want to put your Shea lotions in them, 2 pieces, it'll fit in a large box. These ribbons came from Packetans or Hobby Lobby, that type of store. Here's the small one, which is new this year. All you have to do is put hand cream in it. That's it. So a hand cream is $12, and the box costs you, I think it's $1. So you charge $13 for this or $14 for it. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. You can put candy in the box with it. It's a gift all by itself. Another huge seller for us. So there's a whole gorgeous collection. Another big seller for me is this. This is my 3rd best-selling product. This is a scarf on a basic tall envelope box. This scarf is an infinity scarf. It costs $5.50. Let me show it to you. Look at this. This is wonderful. We sell lots of them. This one's different than the one we had last year. Look at these. Now, of course, I didn't put it on right, but you get it. You're smart, right? Look at that. I put the hydrating lotion in these, and I sell them for $25. One of the biggest new categories for me is a lot of people are taking care of their parents at home, so they have to buy for caregivers, and I have sold this a lot for caregivers. So they come in assorted colors, and I still don't have it on right, but you guys get it. But I do want to show you this. So when you go to put it on the box, you take it, you fold it in half, and you gather it up like this. That's how it's on the box. And then you just tie it on the box and then put your bow on it. This is Huge, huge. Another one that we do is it's a headband. It's a little crochet headband that should be around here somewhere. And another one is socks. These knee socks are on Peter's Packaging. We put it on a craft box, and it has leg energizer in it. See, so it doesn't matter how many products that Mary Kay came out with. We've got tons. We've got tons to sell. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Look at this. Look at this one. This is a snowflake. This is a snowman scarf. Love, 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 love this scarf. So you're making money on, love this scarf, too cute. You're making money on the product, and you're making money on the product that you have to sell. Now, let me show you a couple more things. And I have to talk about, great scarf. Now watch this. I had a consultant. I'm going to tell you some stories. I had a consultant to show me these. We did this scarf, which we still have. I'm going to find it. This is on a colored envelope box. It's a sheer scarf. And I sold all of these. I sold tons of them because it's nice for an older woman. This one here is real pretty. It's just sheer, easy to wear. It's not all the, it's not this. And I sell these for $25. And she didn't sell any of hers, but she didn't put bows on them. So I want to show you this without a bow. It just has a little, or this way with a bow. There's a big difference. There's a great big difference. Do you know that when they come, when they're buying gloves, I have them laying out on my couch. When they're buying gloves, they don't even know what's in the box. They pick it by bow. They do. They pick it by bow. We make them all different, and they pick them by bow. They'll come to the checkout counter and go, "What's in here?" So, and my selling stuff is my hand cream. Okay, let me see here. Now, went one step further. I want to make sure I do. Oh, look at these. I have more. Look at these. These little purses, they have words on them. Whoops, let's put this over here. You can see it. And they're for lip balms or eyeshadows or anything like that, or gift cards or gift certificates you could put in these little purses. They're just fun. People love them. And of course, we know, the little socks that you roll up in a cupcake. Can you see that, guys? Lip balm is $12, and you've got $2 in a sock, so you can sell them for $15. They're just really, really nice. Now I'm going to show you something that did not sell for me because I listened to you guys. Okay, this was a killer mug, like I told you. I think it was put together pretty darn nice, and it was a mascara and a eye makeup remover. And the reason why I didn't sell it is because it was the wrong price point. It was $38. So I thought I had, yeah, it was $38. Mascara is $15, and 15 is 30 in the mug. $8 was $38. Did not sell. Wrong price point. So, I mean, I have a sophisticated customer. When I want to sell to anybody, so that when they come in here, that they're buying gifts for every single person they know. Yeah, maybe a mom would buy this for a daughter, or a grandma buy it for a granddaughter. And that's why selling a compact isn't it. Because you're going to sell one of them because she wanted it. It's what she wanted for Christmas. You sell one. They just not blanketed. Let me tell you what I do with eyeshadows. I've been doing this for years. I take them out. I take them out of my container that I have them in. I got a great big gold tray, and I fill it with all the eyeshadows. Mix them all up. It takes me forever to put them away. Mix them all up, and I sell them 3 for $19. And so while they're waiting for me to check out, they're like rooting through there. They love rooting through stuff, right? They do. So let me show you something that I came up with that's real important to me. Oh, instead of oven mitts, don't do oven mitts anymore. I started thinking about oven mitts. We did oven mitts for 100 years. And like, really, how many oven mitts does a person need? But you go through tea towels. So last year, instead of oven mitts, I did tea towels. Can you see that? So I did holiday tea towels, tall envelope box with the wooden spoon. And now these are expensive because they were from Big Lots, but look at the towel. Ugly doesn't sell. So you can buy a dollar towel from the dollar store, and it's not going to sell because it's ugly. Ugly equals ugly. This sold. It was the very first thing I sold, period, was this. The towel is 3, so it's 6. Hand cream is 12, so we're at 18. And this spoon was, I got 6 of them for like $1 and in a box. So I sold these for like $19, $19.50 or $20, something like that. And it was the first thing that sold, because you know why? Because they were pretty. See, they don't care if they pay more if it's super duper nice. They really don't. Now let me show you something else. Okay, so Sparkle changed my business. I did a whole table with Sparkle. So what do you go with? I did a whole table. It was all done in gold, and it was absolutely incredible. We used pom-poms on the Sparkle box, and I just put my product in it. When we had this product, we were using, we gotta go over here. When we had these in 3 different flavors, I put them in here with different pom-poms on them, so we knew what was in the box. The bag, and you have this, we have all kinds of tissue papers now. All the pretty, look at this tissue paper. The tissue paper and stuff came in. I just did this for you guys. And I had, it's gorgeous. And then we got gorgeous. So one of the things I did, I know it's getting down in the nitty gritty. We're already 8:02. I'm over it by 2 minutes. One more thing, and then we're going to go. This box will hold 2 pieces of product. This box holds 2 pieces of product. You can stack them. You can make 3 of them and make a tower. And I have something that I'll share with you. And look at this one. I love this. This 2-piece box is really a wine box. So if you need a gift, you can put a bottle of wine in it, or it'll hold 1 or 2 pieces of product with the scrubber on the outside. Look at that. Now, one of the things you should see from all the gifts that I showed you is that they're beautiful and they're exquisite. Now, here's another problem that I had, and why I designed something else. The problem I have is when a person spends a lot of money, I cannot put it in a plastic bag. And so that's why we came up with the gorgeous bag, so that when I have a customer that spends a lot of money, I can put it in this bag and I feel really good about it. I put the tissue paper in it, and she just likes, she feels so stinking special. So we came up with another bag this year, and we came up with this, the large gorgeous box, because you can ship in it. If you wrap your products in bubble, you can actually put a label on this and ship in it. So we wanted something, or I wanted something for a younger girl, and so we came up with Hey Girl. And Hey Girl, and look at that tissue paper. So we have Hey Girl for a younger customer, and it's Hey Girl. Hey Girl box. Look at that. Is that like not too stupid cute? Yeah, okay. So I think I might have helped you a little bit when it comes to that. Now I'm going to do a quick synopsis. I'm going to wrap this up in 5 minutes. So what we're going to do is you're going to set a goal. You're going to set it tonight, and you're going to set your open house date or your kickoff party tonight. Now, I do gift shows. The next week after my open house, I do gift shows during the week, all during the week. You have to book them now in order for them to hold. They will not book in November, because in November they're flipping out already. So I book all my gift shows now. I had a lady in the day saying I got to get my date for my gift show, and they come to my house after my open house, and they bring all their friends and they shop, and she gets 10% of the sales. That's how I do it. You can do whatever you want. But I do, I try to do 2 or 3 of them a week, the 2 weeks after the open house, and they're usually $500 to $1,000 a show. Not hard for it to be that. So I can make $3,000 a week just in gift shows that I'm doing afterwards. And I bring them to my house, and they bring their friends. Some of my girls, they do their gift shows during their open house. So Thursday night, Mary Jane is bringing her friends. That is their guests for that show. Okay, so we're going to set a goal. You're going to do your kickoff party. You are going to plan early. You're going to start buying your products. There is no way you can buy five hand creams. Speaking of that, big gifts, the gifts that's $25 or $50 they're buying for family members, they don't need them until Christmas. But these small gifts, they need them because They need it for the teacher. They need it for Secret Pal. And all of that is on a different date. So you have to have, like, my whole section of couch is filled with nothing but those gloves. Then the middle section of my couch has all my scarves on it. And then on the other side of my couch, I have one of those wrappy guys. On the other side of my couch is all my leg energizers and my socks. And you need to have at least 6 or a dozen of each, even if you're bringing new. It's nothing. If they have 3 kids, there's 3 of your things. So you can't make one glove and say, well, I'm going to show it to people. You're not going to sell them. You won't. You just will not be successful doing it that way. You need to own them. You need to make an investment. You need to own them. And you need to go out there and sell it. Okay, so now you know the price points that sell, $10 to $20. You got that little leeway around that $25 mark. And then, Mom, you can get into your bigger baskets where you're selling whole collections. It can be in boxes and in towers or whatever. They go from 35 to 50. And, you know, I do baskets, and I use all these boxes for a $200 basket. I stick all the product in it. 12 days of Christmas, I got 12 boxes inside that basket. Okay, so we know the price points that sell. I do not give discounts. I don't. I've had girls that did not mark up their gloves or whatever they were giving away, and then they gave someone a 20% discount. So they paid $5 for the glove. They sold it for $5 minus 20%. That's why you don't make any money. You don't have to do a discount. You're giving the best service on the planet. My people just love the fact that everything that leaves my house, that they don't have to do anything with. It's a beautiful gift. It's already wrapped. If you sell them a satin handset with, you know, that you try to decorate, they have to go home and put it in something. But mine is already wrapped and they're done. And that's what you kind of want. That's what we're shooting for. And you want it, you have all these themes that you could just have so much fun with. You know, your buffet can be like woodsy, and your glamour can be gorgeous, and you can just have a ball. Okay, you're going to kick off your season. You're going to have your date pick tonight. Your invitation, you're going to work on it. Go look at the one I said. Do not send that postcard. Send a hard copy. Save the dates are only good if you're going to do it now. Keep your date the same every year. Get your family in on it. Extend your hours beyond that open house. Extend that mailing list. I want you to sit down with everybody you know, and I want you to think of the girls from the gym, your next door neighbor, people from work, people from church. If you want to do an incentive for them to bring a guest, you can, but you don't need to if you do the star. The star is going to get people there. That discount is only that week. Now, all the other weekends that I'm open, there's no discount. It's only that week. So once I get them in there and they see my stuff, they're going to come back. They're going to come back. Okay. So I think I covered it, guys. Did I cover it? I think I covered it. Peter's Packaging is not any different than Mary Kay. So if you're interested in any of these products, they're wonderful. They will do their best to get it out for you, but it runs out. So when it's gone, it's gone. And because you need the stuff now, you really need to, there's a frenzy to get stuff. You know, you need to have enough so that you can work. It's terrible if you don't order enough. You can't order one of something because you're showing it, but then if you sell it and it's good, you don't have anybody to show it to. So all of these things that I showed you, all the collections that you're going to see which one reaches to you, which one makes you excited to see it. You know, is it sparkle? Is it wonder? Is it gorgeous? Is it hey girl? Is it that snowman? Oh, one thing. I have to show that this is a pup bag and this is a cup. All stores have them. Okay. But look at one piece of product fits in there. So you can just one piece of product and you're done. And I think you'll see that all of this is easy. Go watch the video on how to make a bow. And I want to thank you very much for sharing, bringing me into your home tonight. And have the best season ever. I'm going to tell you a real quick story. Oh, 8:10. Real quick story. Years ago, Ricky, I have my 2 children, the kids had candy bars to sell. And Nicole came home with her 24 candy bars, and she went to the neighbors and She sold one. She came on, no one wants to buy my candy bar. She called my dad and she sold my father all 24 candy bars. Ricky was that little blonde kid. Me was a blonde kid. Little blonde kid. His face, it was cold out, it was sleeting out. His face was beat red, his nose was running, his coat was unzipped, and his pants were falling down. He came in the house, he goes, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. He sold 7 candy bars. And the next day, he was so proud, so excited. The next day, he went out again, and it was miserable out. And hair was all wet, his face was all beat red, his nose is running, his coat's all falling off, his pants, money coming out of his pockets. He goes, Mommy, I sold all the candy bars, and I even got rid of the bag. I said, did you? And he goes, yeah. I said, Ricky, how many no's did you get? And he went, I don't know. I didn't count them. Don't count the no's. Don't count the no's. Stick to your goal, go after it, and have the best season you ever had. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful season. Ho, 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 guys. Bye.